Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the shop. We've got Cubby out of the barn over here in the shop, and we're going to do some tinkering. Stick around. Now, you remember the other day, Matt found out that our number 3 cylinder did not have any compression. So what he's got planned for today, he's removing the valve cover over here, which is underneath the exhaust and intake manifold.
It's actually called a tappet cover.
Tappet cover? Alrighty.
So that accesses
looks like
your
he
valve
saved
tray.
the gasket too, so that's good. So this is going to allow him to see the valves, and if the valves are working as they should, and see if anything's sticking. So that'll tell us if that's the problem with cylinder number 3. So we've got the side cover off. We've got the hand crank in the front. We're going to work the hand crank to see if the valves are moving.
Okay, so what we want to watch are these two valves right here. This will be your exhaust, I believe, and your intake. We want to make sure that both of these valves are closing completely.
Okay.
So you hold the flashlight.
Got it.
Okay, I'm going to turn the hand crank.
That one's not coming down.
Yeah, that's what our problem is right there.
That's good news.
That's something that's possibly could be fixed.
We might be able to unstick that valve.
So I'm gonna stick this.
See how that valve did not come down when the lifter came down?
It's pretty tight. Oh, there it is.
There it goes.
There it is. Now it's closed.
Now we'll see if it'll work.
We're gonna bring it around and bring it back up.
Up and down. See if it, nope,
Yeah,
stuck up again. Just needs some lubrication probably, hopefully.
It sat too long in the open position.
Yeah.
So it might take a little bit of working like this to free it up.
Do you want to put some brake for, what you call it, up on the top of the shank? That way it gets some lubrication.
We really need to get it inside the chamber.
Yeah. Well, why don't we bring it back down? We'll put some PB blaster up towards the top, and hopefully when we push it back up,
It's already freeing up.
Yeah. Well, that's great news in my opinion.
Yeah,
If we can free that up, we'll be in business.
It's pretty good news to me too. With a little bit of operation, we may be able to free it up.
Let me get some PB blaster. Now we're putting some penetrating oil in towards the top of that valve to see if we can get some lubrication in up from the bottom.
Oh.
And it looked like it came back down that time.
Okay, let's see if we have some. It's loose, so it's closing. That's good.
So that's the exhaust valve right there that we're looking at right there.
Yep.
Oh, stuck. But it's getting, loosening up a little bit. So I think we can probably get this thing where it'll keep coming back down.
Yeah, it's becoming freer.
He's got to work it a couple times. Come on down. Nope. We'll get her. So great news, we got it. So the valve is actually coming down on its own now. So we're putting the cover back on. We were able to save that gasket. Do you want to wipe that off before we put it back on?
Yeah,
or are you good?
to get the oil off of this.
So now, the more this thing runs, the more loose that valve is going to get. And the exhaust valve will actually close and will build compression. And this thing should run like a sewing machine. Hopefully I can tell the difference, because I couldn't hear the difference before where Matt could. Again, I'm not a mechanic. I've told you guys 100 times on this channel, even though some of you disagree with me, but this is the mechanic that's here now.
Okay, let's kick it out of gear and let's give it a spin.
All right, we're going to fire this thing up and see if it's still got the mist. Should still warm, shouldn't have to choke it. Here we go.
Yep.
What do you think?
I can hear the difference.
It does sound smoother even to me. I don't hear a pop, so if you hear a pop, you're missing. I thought the pop was natural, but I guess it's not. It's been around too many John Deeres. But I don't hear a pop whatsoever now. That is great news. We don't have to tear an engine down. You can see our rain flap up there is pretty much doesn't move because it's so smooth. Matt's turning the idle down a little bit. I don't even know what those screws are for. So you turning that all the way in and then out how far?
2 turns for now.
And which screw is that?
That's the idle mixture, idle air mixture.
Idle air mixture.
That's a little oil smoke, but it should clean up with operation.
And that cylinder really hasn't got hot before because it wasn't burning.
And mind you, this thing is set for a long time before you got it.
Yeah. Don't know how long it set before I got it.
I think we're going to button it up and call it good.
Very nice.
Okay, this is Matt. We're going to take it for a hot lap now to the road and back. Make it work a little bit.
Clear?
Clear. Who knows how long this thing is sat. The rings are probably all gummed up. With a little bit of running, it'll clean up. Sounds good. Sounds like a Singer sewing machine. Since that one cylinder hasn't been firing, the ring lands are probably full of oil and it's going to take some time to burn it out. It sounds good though.
Back to the barn. Runs beautiful.
Yeah, sounds good. Cute little bugger. Time to put it back to bed.
Well, now that I know what it's supposed to sound like, I'll know if there's ever an issue, because if you can hear that, that's just smooth as glass, no pop at all. You can see our vent up here is just at a steady, it's not jumping. Sounds really good. We're letting that valve work a little bit before we shut her down, then we'll turn the gas off, burn the gas out of the carburetor. But all we got left is headlights, folks, and this tractor will be pretty much complete. Well, while we have the master mechanic here visiting, I thought we'd get this thing out of the shed and make sure it's going to run. I haven't started it yet since we purchased it the other day. I bought a new wand for it because that's the only thing that was missing. They said this thing ran when parked, so let's see if it'll fire up. All right, we turned our switch on. Let's give it a pull. Well, I'd say that runs. I don't want to run it too much without water in it. Well, that's cool. Let's get the tractor out, and I have a little spot to clean. Crazy stream. That's crazy straight stream there. Works great. But we didn't get too carried away. We just cleaned up after we'd mowed the other day. There was a whole bunch of grass and mess back here. But that thing's going to be real nice in the winter out here with the muddy roads. We don't have to run into car wash all the time to get the mud off before it dries. Well, it sure pays to have mechanic friends, I tell you what. We're glad Matt's here visiting. He's going to be leaving here in a couple days. We're sure going to miss him. But we got a few things running here, and we're real pleased that he was able to figure out that miss that Cubby was having, and it was an easy fix and not something where we had to tear down the motor, because I was not looking forward to that. Again, I'm not a mechanic, so I don't have the patience for that a lot. I'd rather fabricate stuff. But Matt's been doing it for years. He fixes tractors for a living, so that's awesome. So till next time, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you guys. Come back and see us here at Markelly Farm.
Thanks for watching.